Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today in this video we're going to be going over all hidden details and asking some questions for the fall update of Animal Crossing New Horizons. So anyway, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video, so let's get into it. So to start off, the update starts on September 30th, and apparently it goes through the entire month until September 31st, also known as Halloween. So we use all those other days to get ready for Halloween, prepare, decorate, get DIYs, all that stuff. So that's in 5 days. The update is in 5 days. And as you can see, the background, I have an idea about this background because I don't think it's just any normal background. And we'll get into that later. So the trailer starts off as this Animal Crossing character walking down in this very spooky area. And we're going to go over some of the items in this area. So first we have some of these stacked pumpkin jack-o'-lanterns. And there's 2 in this picture. There's one on that mountain up there, and then there's one very clearly on the ground. And then we have some more jack-o'-lanterns, one like next to this ginormous archway with these nice little Halloween pumpkins on it, jack-o'-lanterns with a little bit of spooky yellow lights on them. I don't know why I just said giant, it's just like any other size, whatever. And then we have this little hanger thing with this pumpkin that looks like a light and actually not a jack-o'-lantern. To me it looks more like a fake pumpkin light. And then we have these graveyard gravestones, but I'm pretty sure those are already a thing. But look here, those are fences we don't have yet, and if you look closely you can see the shape of those fences, and they literally are a Halloween fence. So I messed up a little bit of what I was about to say there. I meant to say that there's a pumpkin in that fence in the middle if you look closely. So the next thing we can look at is that this Animal Crossing character turns around and does a new emotion or reaction, whatever you want to call it, that we have not seen before, which is pretty cool. They literally made new emotions just for this update and just for this Halloween event. You probably can use it anytime, but who knows, they might even limit of you using it because it really is based on Halloween. And then we also have this character but her skin color is white. It's completely white. And then her eye color is red. So you pretty much can look like a vampire. And maybe if you can put more things, you will look like a zombie. Just so much stuff. This is really cool. And then you can also see she's wearing new clothes items. And there's like a spooky dress and horns. So the next thing it says October 31st is Halloween. So I'm hoping that this doesn't mean Jack is only here for 1 day. But maybe, that would really suck though. We wait all this time and then Zach is here for like 1 day. Did I just say Zach? I meant Jack. So then this Animal Crossing character walks into the shop, but let's hold on a sec. In the background, you can see this little pumpkin-type scarecrow item that we didn't see in the other frame. So that's probably going to be your starter item when the update comes. Or maybe you'll get some sort of DIY recipe from Isabelle. But that's probably the starter item you can just get. So, yeah. So then the next scene, she goes into this shop thing, you know what that is, the cabinet, and you can get all these items, but as you can see, there's 2 new things here. We have this candy, obviously, but that might mean that Jack doesn't give you candy and you can just buy it. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure what Zach's going to do yet. They actually didn't say it in the trailer, but look right next to it. It looks like a seed, and that we haven't seen before, and since I've already watched the trailer, farming comes, so that's probably going to be what the farming seed. That's probably how you're going to get it. So in the next part of the trailer, the Animal Crossing character walks to their little farming area, and and everyone's like, oh look, we can farm. Now it is only pumpkins, so we might get future updates of more things to harvest, like vegetables. But about these pumpkins, there's actually 4 variety of different colors of them. There's orange, white, yellow, and green. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if you need certain colors to make certain pumpkin DIY recipes. Who knows? we'll see when we get the update. And you can actually see the stages of them growing. I'm pretty sure this is how you do it. You get that seed from the shop, you plant it. I'm not sure if you need to use the dirt path or not, but you plant it, and then you wait 3 days or something. So it goes into that weed, and then it goes into this little sprout thing, and then it's 1 pumpkin, and then it just keeps going up until it gets 3 pumpkins, which is probably the max. And one thing about these, I'm pretty sure if you just wanted the pumpkin as your item to put down, you didn't want a jack-o'-lantern, you just want that pumpkin, I'm pretty sure you can actually just place the pumpkin down. Because we can go back to this picture. So as you can see in this picture, as I said in the beginning, if you look closely, there's some pumpkins with no carve at all. No carve, no jack-o'-lantern, just a regular pumpkin. And I don't know if you can just drop them and then you have this regular pumpkin, or there's just a place item button, or you can actually just craft a pumpkin with the pumpkins that look like the exact same pumpkin. That sounded like really tongue twister. And one more thing with the farming. Here, you actually show that it kind of shows that you have to water them. Because if you look closely, you can see these sparkles. And that means that they don't grow like trees. Because trees just grow automatically and they don't have to be watered. But flowers, you have to pretty much water them for them to kind of grow. But they don't have to really grow. But if once you water them, they start sparkling and then they spread. So maybe your vegetables spread, or you actually have to water them to grow. Which I would actually like that better, you water them to grow, because that's just how actual life works. And they should actually kind of make the flowers, so you have to water them if you want them to grow. So here's not really a detail, it's just only a question. So in this scene right here, you see that the Animal Crossing character is crafting with their pumpkins. And then they're placing items with that. So maybe this doesn't make sense, because you saw this scarecrow, because they placed down the second item, and you saw this scarecrow pumpkin thing when it was in the shop. So why would you craft something that's already in the shop? That doesn't make sense to me. But I don't really know. We'll figure it out when we get the update. And as you can see here, it shows that you can get different clothes, change your skin color, and make your eyes turn different. Into different colors. Now this is the picture that caught my eye. There's a bunch of things here that I want to talk about. So we can first go ahead and say that this says Halloween night, 10/31, 5 p.m. as in Halloween, and it goes from 5 p.m. to midnight. Now, that's in a way that disappoints me, because, I don't know, it's just one day. It's one day. Only one day, not longer, just one day. And then, I don't know what to say other than that. Hopefully that's not the case. Maybe there's more stuff. But then there's also here, the resident services actually is decorated for Halloween. They have lights and everything. They don't decorate normally, but they did in this, which is really cool. And then there's just these items here, and who knows, maybe even Able Sisters decorated, because why would resident services decorate, but then Able Sisters doesn't? And then here you see Drac. No one, they don't explain at all what Jack actually does. They just introduce you into Jack. They don't tell you what Jack does, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what happens for that. And then as you can see in that clip that just showed, you can give candy to your villagers, but there's also a new reaction right there called Haunt, and as you could see there. And then it shows this thing. You can actually see in the background that Jack, a villager, is wearing Jack's helmet. So I guess that's another clothing item you can get. And then we only saw that dress was called and the Able Sisters, but there's actually a witch costume and a cat costume. It's just a really cute thing. I really like this update. I mean, it was a little less than I was expecting, but it's okay. I hope you guys are excited for this update, and I'll see you guys next time. But this pretty much wraps up this video. But I have one more thing to say. Remember in the beginning where it shows this? It had the background. This is what I wanted to say. So in the beginning of the video, I said there's something about the sky that I wanted to talk about, the background. Now, as you can see in the photo that I just showed with the background, this is not that important, but I wanted to point it out. It actually looks like they make the sky purple. It actually looks like they make the sky, the actual sky, purple, because if you go back, the clouds are purple, and it's just way more purple than it should be, like nights right now. So I don't know if that's just always been there and I'm just not noticing that, but I think that's the case. I think they're adding the sky to be purple in October, or maybe that's just an update they put in, and it's not good just for October. And then the trailer ends and we get this, which I'm actually extremely psyched for. We literally get 2 new holidays, which makes sense, but there's one more thing about this that I don't like. It says available late November. That's like another 2 months, and who knows, it might not even be that good of an update. So let's hope that one is. But we literally get Franklin, which I don't even think is going to be that big of a deal, at least for most people. But then we're going to get Jingle because, I mean, Thanksgiving is the last day of November, and then the next day is December. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering what they're going to do for that. And the very last thing about this video, and we're about to wrap it up, but the very last thing. So last update, we got some, like, hidden updates that they didn't even mention. So we're probably going to get some of those. They like make updates that the fans have to find out, and they get posted all over the internet. But like last update we just got, the July one, I think that was the most recent one. Yeah. That update, like you had to, there was the criteria search came, but they didn't mention that at all. But then the fans figured it out. So maybe that's what they're going to do too. They added some new stuff in here to make it even more big of a deal. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed the update.